There's a nice bull up there, hanging out in the open in the evening. Hey friends, I'm out in the Blue Mountains of Eastern Oregon. A couple of days before we start filming cougar and bear hunt. The film crew's gonna be here on the 17th. Today's the 15th. I'm out just kind of doing a little scouting around, walking around, looking at different areas. In Oregon, we can't hunt bears or cougars over bait, but we can use scents. So I got some different trapping scents that I'm gonna, and some scent wicks. I'm gonna put a couple of them out around with the hope that I can kind of hold a couple of the animals in the area. This is me doing my homework and trying to gear up for a successful hunt. So right now, this is where I'm at. My old hot dog. Just hiked in. I don't know, I'm only probably about 3/4 of a mile from my truck. Looking over different areas. You know, I like how this little area there is still a little lush and green. A little bit more shade than the other areas. Might hold as a good bedding area for the animals, so I'm gonna go check that out. Well, as expected, a little bit cooler down here. Some animal beds here. And some good droppings around. Nice little breeze, feels good. However, wind is not favorable really for how I want to hunt this. I'll poke around and see if I can't make another plan. See if I can figure out a way to hunt this without my scent blowing into the area that I expect animals to come from. Now this, for me, is a pretty ideal situation. The winds are blowing in a favorable direction during the heat. I can put my call down near the bottom where it's close to the trees so that the animal doesn't have to completely leave cover to approach my call. You know, I can stay up here in the shade of these other trees while I'm on the breakover of a hill. There's plenty of trees behind me to mask my form. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna place a little bit of that scent lure down there. During the day, the thermals will bring it up towards me, but in the night, the scent should go downhill and just go down that draw and hopefully attract some predators into the area. I think I would place my stand right here. It's near the edge of that draw coming over there, giving me visibility to animals coming in from across that hill there and that hill over there. But also it gives me a place to place some of the scent wicks, and I can put my call's on a tripod. I put it up here with the flag just above, so it kind of gives them the appearance that they can stalk in on it without being noticed, making them feel safer to approach it. So got these Picked these up from Cabela's, a bunch of different just scent lures. So I'm gonna add some scent wicks, and I'm gonna go ahead and dip the wicks in, and just hang them up here on these branches and let them do their things for a day or two. A couple of days actually. Got wicks in the first couple. And then I'm just gonna take a little scoop of this out and leave it over there on the stump right about there. And then I'll hang those other ones up on here. All right. I think we got a good setup in a promising area. I was here last October hunting elk, and I know that some of the people that were near me saw an enormous cat in the area. So I get out of here, try to take basically the same path I took in to minimize scent contamination and keep my dog out of it. All right, spot one notated. I'll put a waypoint on my Onyx hunt maps. This is my little camp for now. And good old Leroy's here. My little cozy camp. Brand's here. We got him set up in the bathroom here. How you doing, handsome? Man, it was quite a day today. I really didn't get in the field today because I was dealing with truck stuff. On the way over here, my thermostat went out and I couldn't get one to replace it to today. So I was dealing with overheating issues the last couple days. So got that replaced. And last night, not one, but both of my rear shocks failed. This one actually had probably failed quite some time ago. It was all wallowed out, and I just didn't realize it. And then the other one failed, so the rear end's bouncing around. So that's what made me realize what that weird noise was that I was hearing before. So got the thermostat changed, so that took care of the overheating issues. I still got no rear shocks, but of course it's a weird shock that nobody has, and so I spent all day in Pendleton looking for some shocks. Tried a couple of different things and they weren't working. Tried to make something work. Finally got over to Les Schwab. It was my last potential stop in the last area that might have it, and they have something that'll work, but they didn't have them in, so I'll have to go into town tomorrow to get the shocks, and I'm just gonna go ahead and have them install them. I could do it, but I'm there, and it's not fun to install stuff in the field, so I did enough field repairs. That's just the way things go sometimes. We just got to make it work and find a fix and keep going. Well, we've been hunting this area since I was 14, and my best friend's family way longer than that. They were coming up here before there were roads. They were cutting their ways up the creek bottoms with chainsaws and jeeps. So for the last few years, with the encroachment of wolves and the high predator numbers with cougars and bears, it's been tough hunting up here. That's precisely why I decided to start hunting predators and to start hunting in this area. I don't know if there's any number and exact predator counts in the area, but I do know that this area has the highest uh, number of available tags for cougars. So I would guess that Fish and Wildlife has determined that this is where the highest concentration is in the state. So, and it happens to be my hunting area. The last archery season that I hunted out here, I saw more cougars than I did bulls, and almost as many cougars as I did elk. Period. And I found a cougar-killed, full-grown cow. It takes quite a cat to take on a full-grown cow. And so that's one of the big reasons that I've decided to hunt predators in this area, to have a positive effect on them, and try to help reduce the numbers. I've met a number of people recently that are also doing the same in this area, for the same reason. And so, hopefully we help out a little bit. Feel better? Damn dog. We went on a little hike last night. Sure as hell he come back. Looks like he got misted by a skunk. I have not seen a skunk up here like ever. And he found like the only skunk on this mountain and got misted by it. So he's feeling a little skunky. Time for us to take a bath. Oh, feels good. I got my bits and bobbles and doohickeys and watching my collets all cleaned up. Got this soap from You So Dirty Products. You as in the sheep, EWE, So Dirty. Heading out this morning for the first actual hunt day. So, about a quarter mile or so up from the truck. That's beautiful country. Wall, folks. It's gonna be a good day. Alright, so I'm out here again in the Blue Mountains of Eastern Oregon. I just set up next to this little spring that is one of the few places up here that still has water flowing. So we looked around the spring. There's a lot of elk activity here. I set up my calls 63 yards away. I got another viewing area for a good shot out to about 159 yards, all well within the maximum point blank range of this rifle. So good setup, winds are good, and we're about to get going. Got Clint and Kyle here, getting ready. You can take that pack out. We're gonna be here for at least an hour.
But I gotta go to Alaska. I don't want to take it off. I'm gonna get you.
Alright. So my call, you can see it. You see the flag down there? Just over the edge. Just enough to draw them out of the cover to approach it. So we'll see what happens. Another beautiful scenic area. We're about 28 minutes into this call sequence. We had at about 20 minutes in, we had 2 coyotes come in from downwind running. The bigger one stopped right over here, and the younger one ran a little bit further. I pulled up my rifle. I didn't shoot the coyote, but I aimed at it. I tried to take every opportunity to aim at a prey animal when I can. So I basically had that coyote dead to rights. I could have shot it right then and there, but coyotes aren't what I'm after. And then we actually had a hawk fly in and hover over the call and the flag going off, and then stopped and went and landed in a tree and sit there for about 5 minutes, like trying to figure out what the heck is going on. We called it a hawk. Pretty awesome first sequence so far. So we're on our second setup, about 17 minutes in. So the magic time is approaching. It's a little bit more wooded area, a little bit closer in, but we found some shooting lanes and some, I guess we're in the timber, but open underneath. I'll show you. Call is out working there, behind the tree. Ooh, hey there, handsome. So, on our evening setup here, we're gonna sit out here probably till the end of shooting light. So this is where I set the scent wicks but 3 days ago. So I hiked down there, got the call set up. Brought my long range option for this. Big old 338 Lapua. And Kyle sitting out there. Call down at the bottom of the hill there. For some reason the flag stopped working. I think I saturated it with scent killer. I think it was too heavy and caused it to turn off. Only way to reset it is to go back down there, turn the call on and off. So we're just gonna go without for now. Look at that. Little access deer cooking up from Texas.
Onions that you just pulled out of the mountains of Oregon, right?
I did.
Grocery store. Oregon.
Exactly. But they were great onions, Walla Walla Sweets.
They cut really good. Sometimes you know you get an onion that just makes you bawl your eyes out.
Oh yeah, they cut really good for me too. Beginning of day 2, came up to the area that we call the Red Saddle Swell, and it's a nice, great big bowl area that's kind of secluded from roads. And we jumped a herd of about 25 elk up here, like 4 bulls in the herd. So when you find the elk, you find the predators hunting them. So feet up the mountain with the boys, trying to get set up. All right, we're going. Here's the setup for the day. A nice little snag rock outcropping here. Got the call, 102 yards out. I took a little bit of material off of the flag, so it worked a little bit better and was a little bit lighter and less prone to dying on me like it did yesterday. What we got? Nice view. We're starting off with the elk calf and distress call.
Because in California one time there was a law with like, it must have been 100,000 ladybugs.
Tell you about it.
I'm actually proud to get you in a chair.
Don't be afraid to throw a little bit of.
Yeah, if you want him to say anything too, we'll just try to keep the.
Jimmy's heading to get some water, so we were in that. We set up this evening there. Came over, made a plan, got the wind. Literally, before I could do anything, in about 3 minutes, this young adult to sub-adult cat comes in. Beautiful, healthy cat. And Jim can't see it, so I make a shot. And I grazed the front of its chest. Just a little graze. And we tracked it for a while, and we found where my bullet impacted here and just crushed this rock here. Literally, like we're from where the cat was, from where we are, just grazed the front of him. So Clint, we looked at the camera footage and slowed it down, looked at frame by frame. There was no vital hit, just a little skin right up across his chest. You know, I hate wounding animals, and this is the second animal in my life that I shot a rifle at and not harvested immediately. So that sucks, but at the same time, this is very non-threatening, non-life-threatening injuries. The bleeding had stopped. We lost the blood because it had stopped, because it was literally just a slight graze of the front, right across the front of his chest. It sucks all the same, you know. But this he's now named Scar. And if we see him again, we'll know him. But he's gonna survive this. But he's that much wiser, and probably will avoid this area. You know, there are cows running through this area right now, and so, you know, we potentially save the landowner in this area. That he literally the property line, the fence is just back there, so we probably saved him a cow or two, and moved this young male out. But awesome, we've hunted hard. We probably had 10 different setups and 3-4 different, distinctly different areas. We put in a lot of work. And then it kind of came together here. You know, I didn't shoot straight today. I did have a bit of an equipment malfunction that I can blame it on, but I should have caught that before I was in the field. I caught it when I was walking out here. So I thought it would be all right, but I think that's what caused me to be off a bit to the right. You know, normally when you pull you're off to the left a little bit. So right height for the shot, but unfortunately, I wounded an animal. But at least it's a very non-life-threatening injury. But it was awesome to get one in. You know, every time I've been out here, we've called in a cat this far. That's how many there are, and that's why we're out doing it. And we may not have killed this one, but we educated him, and we'll probably keep him out of here. It doesn't help our deer elk population, because he's going to predate on them. But it was a good day. We can't share the footage and thing, but I'd like to. You can run down to the cabin. We can show them the footage. My best friend since middle school happened to be up here, doing some work on their cabin. Join me for this hunt. And we busted our ass the last freaking 3 days. And I bring out my lucky charm here. And we have a cougar running in 3 minutes. All right, Jim, so
That was awesome.
you need to come with me all the time, and I got a lot of hunting to do. So. What a fucking great end to a fun trip. And lost a little weight, and I'm in shape. Feels good. Hey guys.
Hey, right or left? What do you recommend?
Left.
We're just gonna wing it. We'll see ya.
You guys can make it.
Ballistic tips and standards.
Ended up with teaching some new shooters
Just make sure they don't mix them.
how to shoot.
Those, the 6.5s will go into your gun.
All right, here we go. We're hooked up, ready to go. Leroy, Brian are in the car. We're leaving. Another amazing adventure. Off to the next.